Darwin Platform Group of Companies is one of the fastest growing diversified Indian conglomerates with global footprints. It is setting up offices globally and tying up with companies across the globe from multiple sectors. The company has ventured into real estate and construction, stockbroking and finance, arms and ammunition, mining, airlines and many other sectors.
Hello and welcome. You're watching Business Today Television. I'm Sakshi Batra, and in this special edition of Market Today, we are going to be discussing all about the buzzing railway space which is in complete momentum at this point in time. There is no let up in the kind of rally that we've been witnessing in the railway space. You look at the number of shares that are up in the green and the kind of momentum that we are looking at. Most of the stocks are up to 19% in trade. Railway cars, that's up by 16%. It also touched a 19% high in today's trading session as well. Look at IRFC, it's at record high levels again. Look at IRCON International, that's also buzzing in trade. 159, 160 odd levels for IRFC. Continuous momentum in the last 6 odd trading sessions for this one. IRCON International, about a 9.5% kind of a move for this one. You talk about RailTel, talk about Texmaco Rail, even Titagar Wagons. All of the stocks are actually in sharp momentum that is being seen all across the railway space. So what is behind the fresh momentum? Is this a space that you should be looking for fresh opportunities? That's what we are going to be discussing in this video. Sunny Agarwal, DVP, Head of Fundamental Research at SBI Securities, is with us at this moment to discuss all of these stocks and the momentum that they are in. Very good afternoon, Sunny, and good to have you with us. Tell us what is fueling fire in the entire railway pack. Of course, we've seen the entire last 6-8 months of momentum happening, but the stocks are continuously soaring to newer highs. Most of the stocks have already crossed their 52-week high levels. Some of them are at record levels as well. What is behind this stunning move now?
Yeah, good afternoon, Sakshi, and thanks for having me on the show. Definitely, a very strong momentum is being seen in the railway stock, and what I feel is that there are 2-3 reasons for this. One is a very aggressive capex plan from Government of India on the railway, whether it is on wagon side or on passenger side. So that is leading to a robust order book for majority of the EPC and construction companies. And at the same time, all the wagon makers, or for that matter, metro coach manufacturer, they are also enjoying a very robust order book. That is from a domestic market perspective. At the same time, what we are seeing is that even a smaller countries like Bangladesh, or for that matter, export opportunity is humongous. So we have seen recently one of the private company delivering wagons to the Bangladesh also, right? And recently we have seen RVNL setting up a subsidiary in South Africa. So this clearly shows that there is an opportunity in other countries also. And I think the street has forgotten that during the G20 summit, there was an announcement of connecting India, Middle East, and Europe corridor through railway. Although post this Israel-Hamas conflict, I think that project is getting delayed as of now. So now I am expecting some development over there also in terms of opportunity for all these railway companies. Plus, in addition to that, there is an opportunity for replacement of old coaches and wagons. So recently, government went on record to say that all the suburban local trains may be replaced with the Vande Bharat coaches also. Similarly, Rajdhani will be replaced by the Vande Bharat coaches. So I think opportunity for replacement of old coaches and wagons at the same time, that is also humongous. And on the freight side, I think a dedicated freight corridor is something which is a big opportunity over there. So whether it is laying of the track, whether it is a transmission line, or a wagon or a freight opportunity for the private players. So I think whole lot of opportunity, but however, in terms of valuation and what is an expected return from the current juncture, what I feel is that I mean there are few companies where there is a froth. Case in point, IRFC trading at 2 lakh crore market cap, which is
Yes.
far higher than many
Yeah.
public sector banks market cap. So I think
Yeah.
one is selective while betting is or her money from a freshly if somebody want to deploy fresh capital at a current juncture.
Okay, so in all, you've talked about three key reasons on the back of which we are seeing this stunning rally unfold in the railways pack. There is an expectation of higher capex from the government as far as the railway budget is concerned. Remember, we're just about 10-11 days ahead of the interim budget. Even earlier in the previous financial year, the current financial year FY24, we had seen that the government had unfolded 2.4 lakh crore rupees for FY24 for the railways budget, and now there is an expectation that it could be raised further to 2.8 or even 3 lakh crore rupees of capital outlay. That is fueling fire. The second one, as already Sunny mentioned, that India Middle East Europe corridor would open up fresh opportunities for a lot of orders, for a lot of capex that could be planned by a lot of these railway companies. And of course, replacement of the coaches is the third one. The key reasons why we are seeing this current momentum of the railways pack. Now, just like how you were pointing out, let me take all the shares one by one and ask you to help investors to identify still where the opportunity is okay and where the valuations are looking expensive in the railways pack. You did talk about IRFC. So let me start by asking you on IRFC itself. IRFC shares are at record high. 9.5% move is being seen. 160 rupees the stock is already at. In the last 9 trading sessions, IRFC has been consistently on an upward run. In fact, in which 60% of a momentum has just come in over the last 10 days in IRFC. In fact, with today's surge, IRFC's market capitalization has crossed the 2 lakh crore rupee mark, currently at 2.1 lakh crore rupees. And with this, it is now more valuable than M&M, then Bajaj Auto, and at least 18 to 19 nifty stocks as well. So what do you see about IRFC? Is the momentum far too stretched? Are the valuations a little bit under question now? And anybody looking at fresh momentum or fresh opportunity at IRFC, should they be in a cautionary mode now?
Yeah, definitely, Sakshi. I think valuations are significantly stretched. In fact, I think right now IRFC is trading close to 3.54 time price to book value. The net worth is close to 50,000 crore and market cap is 2 lakh crore. Even on price to earning multiple, I think company generates annual profit of 6,000 crore and trading close to more than 30-35 times the price to earning multiple. So I think unless at a current juncture, definitely fresh capital deployment is not advisable. In fact, if somebody is sitting on a decent profit in IRFC, I would recommend to book a partial profit at least in IRFC and let's see what happens. And one has to keep in mind that IRFC government has got 85-86% kind of holding. So there can be an offer for sale announcement at any point of time. That is one of the overhang which one need to keep in mind while trading in IRFC also.
Okay, so that's as far as IRFC is concerned. Let's now talk about RVNL, that is Rail Vikas Nigam Limited, another stock that has been consistently in momentum over the last 9-10 odd trading sessions as well. In fact, in the last 3 months, the stock has risen by 46 odd percent. While it has managed to double investors' wealth in just 6 months' time. And in fact, if we look at a stretched chart, if we look at last 4 years odd or so, one will be surprised to know with the kind of momentum Rail Vikas has shown. And in fact, a 2100% kind of a surge has already been seen on this one as well. Last 1 year, the stock has gained 210%. Last 2 years, it's a 550% move. So you can actually see the chart, where has it come from, and the kind of momentum that we have seen just over the last 3 or 4 odd years, and the kind of momentum that we've seen here today as well. Of course, multiple block deals have taken place today, on the back of which you can see the kind of momentum that is being seen. How about RVNL, and at 233, 234 odd rupees, would you be cautious, or would you still go ahead and buy the stock?
So I would like to work on a strategy of buy on deep in RVNL. This is one of the company where I feel the company has got a pretty strong visibility in terms of earnings growth. The reason being that as of now, the order book is close to around 35-40,000 crore rupees, which is twice the last 12 months top line. At the same time, the company has got a potential to generate profit close to 1,800-2,000 crore on an annual basis. and the current market cap is close to 60,000 crore rupees. So I think RVN, and at the same time, the one big opportunity which RVNL has in front of the company is the manufacturing of Vande Bharat coaches, which itself, the project itself will kick off from FY26. And in addition to that, recently there was an announcement that RVNL has set up a subsidiary in South Africa. So that's a separate opportunity which RVNL is looking into. Plus, the company has recently won few orders in non-railway sector. So we have seen roads is something which where the RVNL has recently forayed into. Solar is something where RVNL has forayed into. So I think a pretty strong visibility for RVNL, at least for a 3 to 5 year, from a 3 to 5 year perspective. But looking at a strong rally during the last few days, buy on dip is a strategy which one can adopt in RVNL.
Okay, buy on dips is a strategy that you can adopt on RVNL at this point in time as well. The next one I'm going to discuss is IRCTC with you. Of course, the monopoly catering company by the government as well. In fact, this PSU company has been a big wealth creator for investors, but then it has also tested patience for a lot of investors for a long haul. It did not do anything, but what a remarkable move that we have seen on IRCTC. Over the last 6 months, the stock has jumped 57 odd percent. Again, in the last 1 year perspective, it's similar. Last 5 years move has been even more substantial. 530% kind of a move is what we have seen on the stock, and the stock is nearing its all-time high levels right now at 983 odd levels. On IRCTC, what would you say? Does it still have more potential for somebody who's looking at a long-term perspective? Will IRCTC continue to hold the benefit of the monopoly business that it is in?
Yeah, I think IRCTC is a portfolio stock, monopolistic business. There is no competition, and the way government is giving boost to the tourism, I feel ultimately IRCTC will be the key beneficiary of that. So I feel this is one of the stock which one can definitely add at the current juncture also from a medium to long term perspective. And so recently the company has also forayed into the catering business, which is apart from railways. So they are likely to foray into that. So that will add a decent amount of earning over the period of 3 to 5 years. So at the same time, ticketing business, I mean, there is that's a monopoly business. And in addition to that, different small segments like water, tourism, that is obviously tourism. When I say tourism, tourism packages and all those stuff. And I think one of the biggest unlocking potential for IRCTC is the database or the website on which IRCTC is sitting on, right? So that if that database is utilized and something is done on the marketplace side by IRCTC, that can be another leg of unlocking which we can see in IRCTC. So definitely a portfolio stock should be added from a medium to long term perspective.
Okay, so that is a portfolio stock, continues to be something that you can accumulate and keep as a portfolio stock over a long period of time as well. What about IRCON International? The stock is up 8.8% at 222. How do you analyze this stock from the railways pack in comparison to the other stocks, 3 stocks that we've already discussed so far? What is the moat that one should look for in IRCON International?
Yeah, I think again for IRCON also the order book is pretty robust and recently trading at close to 20,000 crore market cap. I think I mean if I have to choose my next pick among the railway, obviously post RVNL in construction and EPC segment, IRCON should be my the next pick, and one can definitely add this stock for medium to long term perspective in the portfolio.
Medium to long term perspective for IRCON International. Okay, let's shift focus to understanding about wagon makers, the second run railway stocks that you should be focusing on. Tex Maco Rail, Titagarh Wagons, Jupiter Wagons, these are the kind of stocks that are wagon makers. How would you look at these couple of stocks? Is there something that investors should be looking at here also versus the mainstream companies which are directly listed? How would you look at wagon makers?
I think again the opportunity for all these 3 players is humongous. So they have already received a healthy set of order during the last 1.5 months. Now execution is something which we need to, which Street will keenly watch over the period of next 12 to 18 months. Having said that, I think valuations are slightly, I mean, we can say valuations are slightly pricing in all the positive development for next 3 to 4 quarters. If somebody wants to deploy his fresh capital in all these companies, buy on dip is again a strategy which one can adopt over here. On a relative basis, still what I feel is that Texmaco Rail is on a relatively cheaper side if I compare Jupiter Wagon, Titagarh and Texmaco. So
Okay.
that company one can keep on a priority if somebody want to ride on this wagon.
Okay. And anything else that I have not touched upon, any other stock which is related to the railways theme that investors should note about?
No, I think we have broadly covered the entire railway space. I think nothing left. Yeah.
Okay, so tell me the pecking order. If somebody has to invest right now at this point in time, top 3 stocks in your pecking order from the railways pack, which one would those be, where investors can still look for fresh opportunities, continue in a staggered SIP fashion, add say 5, 10 stocks, maybe 20 stocks at every dip at this point in time for a long-term perspective?
So I will choose one stock from each of the sectors. So one is RVNL, obviously from an EPC and construction side. So that's one of my top pick. Second is IRCTC, again a portfolio stock one can accumulate gradually. And the third one is from wagon sector. One can look at Texmaco Rail.
Okay, so 3 stocks from Sunny's recommendations, RVNL, IRCTC and Texmaco Rail is what you have mentioned. What are the targets for all of these? If you could give us like long-term targets for all 3 of these, RVNL, IRCTC and Texmaco Rail?
So for RVNL, what I feel that in case there is a further order wins, what I feel that stock can deliver a 20-25% CAGR return over the period of next 3 years. So I'm expecting RVNL stock to double in the span of next 18 to 36 months. IRCTC, it's a portfolio stock, so one can expect a 15 to 17% kind of CAGR return over a year in IRCTC. Again, it's a long-term pick. And then coming to Texmaco Rail, here also what I feel is that the return will be very similar to RVNL, wherein the company can deliver 20-25% CAGR return over the period of next 3 to 4 years.
Okay, तो ये आपको पता चल चुका है कि 3 stocks which you need to bet on. RVNL can double in a span of say about 18 to 36 months. IRCTC can give you 15-17% CAGR return, and Texmaco Rail can also give you similar returns to RVNL, 25% CAGR return. So over a long-term period, if you are a very big bullish investor for railways, then these are the 3 stocks that you need to focus on from a long-term perspective. Periodically continue to add on to your portfolio these stocks. Right now at around 200 rupees, this stock could also double over the next 2 or 3 years as well. So continue to watch over these 2. So that's as far as our discussion in the railways pack is concerned. Do continue to watch the edition on Business Today television as we continue to spot some buzzing stock and ideas for all of you viewers. Many thanks, Sunny, for joining us for the insightful take on railways onto this special edition. All right, so we wrap up this special conversation on railway stocks. If there is any other theme that you are interested in getting to know about and wanting to take an expert opinion as to how should you strategize, which are the top stock ideas from a particular theme that you should bet on, definitely write on our comment section and we will get you such interesting videos.
Darwin Platform Group of Companies is one of the fastest growing diversified Indian conglomerates with global footprints. It is setting up offices globally and tying up with companies across the globe from multiple sectors. The company has ventured into real estate and construction, stockbroking and finance, arms and ammunition, mining, airlines and many other sectors.